What does it take today to succeed? Persistence and adaptability. These are two components that are vitally necessary in the ever-changing landscape in business, in your relationships, in the culture, in just about every aspect of our lives. So as you think about your goals in general, let alone for the upcoming new year, consider this. Persistence and adaptability are the two most necessary ingredients to manifest what you want, to truly be that co-creator. For example, just the other day I was listening to a buddy of mine, John Butcher, of Lifebook fame. He's a creator of Lifebook. And he was talking about this, and it really sparked some thoughts. So for example, when you've got a goal, an aspiration, something you want to achieve, you've got to persist. You've got to hang in there. You've got to first show up and do whatever it takes. It's really about commitment. Commitment is an attitude that says failure is not an option, whatever it takes. And I would say that persistence is equivalent to intention, having a clearly defined intention. An intention isn't necessarily a specific goal, but it's more of a general picture, an idea, if you will. For example, when you have an intention to be healthy, you pay attention to the very things that will make you healthy. And that's the point. When you're clear about your intention, overall, you want to bring your best self to a meeting, you want to enrich in a relationship, you want to take a few pounds off or build your business, then invariably, the way the universe seems to work, we begin to attract the very steps, the very strategies, the very people that help us to get there. So when we're persistent, we follow through. And yet, if you've got a dream business, or whatever it might be, and it's not quite yet there, you're not there yet, so you may find yourself what? Doing other jobs, other work to pay the bills. That's persistence. You do whatever it takes to get there while you're in the process. However, today, just about everything in our culture needs reform. There are so many myths about going to college, building a business. In fact, it's fascinating, not just in the technology sector, that what was relevant even 6 months ago, 3 months ago, the pace of change is so exponentially fast, changing, that we find ourselves needing to make adjustments. That's adaptability. So it's important that, yes, we're persistent. It almost seems contradictory, and yet to be willing to make shifts, changes. So how can you accomplish that? I was listening to John, I heard him refer to adaptability being about allowing. Well, relates to a spiritual practice that's certainly not new. You're probably familiar with it. That you can apply some pressure, but you can't push and push and push, because then we become obsessive, and that creates anxiety. And then you're not thinking at your best. It's almost a fear-based thinking or anxiety-filled thinking, which will block us from what? Thinking more clearly, making better decisions, even being open to ideas. So you work on it, you give it some attention, you give it some energy, you use your creative visualization, whatever aspect you're using, and then comes a time you got to just stop and let it be and give it a chance to germinate, give it a chance to take root, give it a chance to, that's allowing. So there's a saying many years ago, I remember, when you give it all up, you get it all back. When you give it all up. That doesn't mean we stop. It just simply means that we stop pushing and pushing, and we make an effort, we show up, we study, we research, we do whatever it is we need to do, and then we give it time to grow, to manifest. So persistence and allowing, or persistence and tension. And I would say, how can you achieve this more clearly? Well, having a clear life vision. And the life vision your life vision, my life vision, would tend to what? Encompass everything. Our character, our personality, our relationships, our career, our financial life, our health and fitness. All the different aspects that make us who we are all part of the needed balance. Yes, not just a work-life balance, but a life balance in general. A balance between putting in all the effort to build your business and spending time with those you care about, those you love, those you appreciate. Taking care of your body, making sure there's plenty of self-care, eating properly, getting proper exercise, these very things, balance. So the life vision, when I think about my own life, I've been in this space working for the Silva Method for 47 years, nearly 5 decades. It's not always easy to be self-employed like that. But what's kept me going is having a clearly defined, I love this work. I feel like I'm doing God's work. I feel like, I'm here to help myself and humanity to evolve, to manifest in life, in the world, our best self, so that we can make a difference, so that we can have more joy in our lives, so that we can be better people, so that we can help others to have a better, happier life. Frankly, it's the only thing that really makes sense to me is that we're here to evolve, to grow. That vision. So to me, doing the work that I do, facilitating transformation through the Silva Method immersion of life and intuition system, we used to call it the basic lecture series way back, is really all about that. Teaching people how to take command of their lives, teaching people how to think for themselves, giving people the skills and the strategies and the very techniques and the step-by-step framework that will help them to get there. Because life can just not be so fair at times, right? You know this. And I honor you for your struggles, and I honor you for even watching this video and considering something more. So keep in mind this idea of having a clear intention and be flexible, allowing that movement. And you'll find you'll be manifesting more of your goals more easily and stay in balance with that. My name is Ken Coscia. I serve as the International Training Director for the Silva Method. I'm based here in Connecticut. I teach in Chicago, Connecticut, all over actually. It's been my joy to travel the world. And I'm also their lead instructor. Like I said, now going to my 47th year. And I'd love to share more with you. If you find this video helpful, of people who could benefit, please share it with them. Let them know about it. And if you'd like to get more training, some complimentary training, I have a video blog page. Just go to Silva Method of Connecticut or Silva Method CT, and up on top in the menu bar, click on the blog page, and there are quite a few, about 40 different trainings, very specific trainings to help you grow, to not just use your Silva tools, although it'll certainly help you with that, but any aspect of self-improvement. Thanks so much for watching. Till the next time, have a great one.